Each semester, students at the University of Memphis have the opportunity to take part in a limited number of undergraduate and graduate level internships at the C.H. Nash Museum at Chucalissa. Here's what some students had to say about their recent internship experience at the museum.
What we have done is we're trying to create a program for kids to come in, and it'll be hands-on for them to put some artifacts and stone tools and weapons in their hands to hopefully better understand life of the Native Americans.
I think it's important for kids to have an opportunity to actually touch the things hands-on instead of just being told about history, to actually be able to see it and get a feel for it. And actually be able to pick things up, because usually, you know, something like this, it's behind a piece of glass and you just look at it and say, oh, that's nice, but they can actually pick it up and see, wow, that's surprisingly lightweight, it's really sharp, it's extremely thin, and probably took a lot of hard work to make. I think this has been a really great opportunity for both of us, because,
Absolutely.
I mean, before this, like, when I hear the word internship, I think of, like, you know, they're the ones filing papers and answering the phone, and like a lot more demanding than a regular class, and a lot more interesting, rather than just sitting and listening to the professor lecture. This has actually given me an opportunity, I guess, to be creative and to do something for the museum, for the community. And
I get to play with such artifacts as these, or learn as much as I feel I would have, you know, from a textbook. I mean, you can tell me what flint knapping is, but before we were able to get into this internship, I was unable to really research it myself, research these tools, and it is different. It's we walk away with an experience-based, right? This is a personal knowledge that we went out, learned, we did the time.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for me, I've been very uncertain about which direction I want to go, archaeology fieldwork or working for a museum, and this has been a great opportunity to actually see how things work in a museum, see what kind of things I would be doing in a career in the museum. So pretty much any other class you go in and the professor's telling you this is what you're going to do. You're going to listen to my lectures, you're going to take some tests, you're going to write a paper, it has to be on this topic. You basically said you want something done with us and kind of turned us loose, and that, I don't know, for me, I was always kind of an artsy kid, so being able to be creative and work with something like this is a really cool opportunity for me.
I'm learning organizational skills a lot from doing the photo project, just because there's so many photos and I'm having to organize all of them. It's helped me in a career way, just because I've kind of figured out what more of like a real world project is like. What if I were to work at a museum or anything like that, what the kinds of things I would actually be doing. I've definitely learned that I enjoy working and being in a museum, which I did not know before I started working here as an intern. In fact, I didn't think that I would like working in a museum. I thought I'd be bored, which I have not been at all.
I worked with local herbalist Glenda Watts, and we planned and implemented a sweetgrass garden. It's one of the 4 sacred herbs of Native Americans. It gave me a lot of information about really how museums work, and especially how a cultural heritage museum really works with the community. Probably the best part was really meeting everybody and figuring out how people in this small museum setting really get together to make everything work. Because museums are all different shapes, sizes. I don't think I would change anything. Just like with the sweetgrass beds, you know, it took us about 3 attempts to really get something that solidly worked and could produce new growth in sweetgrass. But it's that trial and error, it's how you learn.
A limited number of internships are available each semester. For more information, contact the C.H. Nash Museum at 785-3160 or email us at chucalissa@memphis.edu.